Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your September reading. This is for anybody that has their sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and or their Venus in the sign of Sagittarius. Nonetheless, if you just happen to find yourself on this video, there is a reason for it, and I hope you hear all that you need at this time. I feel like because I moved the camera close for people complaining about like how much I'm not projecting, I just feel like you can see all up in my teeth. I just feel so close. But let's get into your reading and what came out energetically for September. You have the Nine of Swords, followed by the Eight of Swords, and the Emperor card. Okay. And now from your recent past or distant past, and this potentially can be energy that you still come into for the middle of September, some obstacles or conflicting energies. Be expecting the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Queen of Wands and the Chariot card. Okay, and by the end of September, what you have to focus on to overcome any conflicting energies, or just in general where you will be moving energetically, you have the World card, followed by the High Priestess and the Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you know, you do have a few other positive cards, Knight of Wands with the Star card and the Ten of Cups. Okay, what I'm hearing is that one quote from the Coach Carter movie, and it goes, how does that go? Our biggest fear is not that we are inadequate, right? Our biggest fear is that we are more powerful beyond measure. Okay, and I feel like a lot of you guys are struggling with that coming into September. Because if you look at this Eight of Swords and this Nine of Swords, they are looking in a completely different direction and with a completely different perspective, a negative fear-based perspective, right, than where this Emperor is. So in relation to him, these two figures are looking in the opposite direction, and it's just like you're causing great pain to yourself, right? This is self-inflicting energy due by way of the way you view yourself. And I feel like a lot of you guys do have some sense of how powerful you are with this Emperor card, how well you can actually manifest when you can turn your mind to and concentrate on what it is that you're really wanting to see in your life. But like every so often, as everybody does, right, we fall into these hiccups or get into this space where things aren't really going necessarily as we planned or as fast as we want them to, and so then we start to get in our heads, and that's turning our attention away from our power, essentially, because sorry, there's like a piece of hair. But because we are distracted by things, thinking about worst case scenarios, you know. Anytime you take your mind off of whatever it is that you're creating or trying to create, you slow the process up, okay? But I feel like a lot of you guys are in your head like, how dare I be this talented, right? It's like, you know, you're powerful, but it's kind of like you're afraid of how talented you are, at the potential that you have, that you are just now really starting to tap into the influence that you can have over other people, right? With this Queen of Swords, the beauty that you have, how dare I be this beautiful, how dare I be this brilliant, how dare I be this confident in myself, right? How dare I be this fabulous, you know what I'm saying? Like, how dare I have drive and ambition? Maybe because the way that you grew up, that can affect the way that you think about the world and the role that you're supposed to play. If you're a woman watching this, maybe you're used to hearing or being conditioned to believe that women are only supposed to stand and serve in specific roles. And so the fact that you can do much more than the ideal stay-at-home woman, right, where she's pretty much subservient to her man, or how am I trying to say that? Like having to be submissive and not live out one's dream for the sake of a familial structure, right? And to keep the peace of the man at home so that he can build his career. That type of thing. I feel like you are not conventional, as most Sagittarius aren't, right? It's not in your nature to be conventional. And so it's like you've been trying to do what's been expected of you for a long time, and you're at a tipping point, right? Especially with this World card coming into the end of September, of where you don't want to wait any longer to also realize your dreams. For some of you guys, it's like it's now or never. But being that we are, you know, in Virgo season, I do want to caution that you don't overlook the details and that you don't move too fast, okay? Get in control of yourself and any impulses to kind of just drop what you're doing and head in another direction, right? Mull it over a little bit more. Make sure that you have a plan for how you want to execute these next steps, right? That you are very well being guided to take. So yeah, you guys are, by the end of the month, you're coming into a transition. I feel like the portal is going to be open for a lot of individuals by the end of the month. The 10, the 2 with the High Priestess card and the Ace of Cups all add up to 13. And I was explaining recently to my sister that the 13th of September is going to be really powerful for a lot of people, namely a lot of people that have really good placements as far as Jupiter is concerned, because it falls on a Thursday, and Thursday is naturally ruled by the planet Jupiter. Sagittarians, Jupiter is your ruling planet, and so I feel like you guys are very well going to have the opportunity to move on this idea, but until you get there, until we make it to that day, just really focus on the details, okay? So that by the time that you make it to the 13th, you don't have to do so much thinking and planning, and you can be more initiative and do more of the action-based work, you know what I'm saying? But having the knowledge and it not just being a thing of impulse, okay? So when you feel like moving before you know that it's time to move, just brace yourself, take a deep breath, and relax into the knowing that everything is working for the greater good, everything is coming together. And I really feel like for you guys, the 13th will be one of those days that's just really powerful. I feel like you, if not on the business front, just your spirituality, there is an open portal for that, where you get a lot of psychic downloads, okay? You can be very psychically attuned to those in your surroundings, so you really know what people want and need. You as well may open yourself up and your heart chakra up with this Ace of Cups into a deeper part of you and what you really desire to have, right? And working towards that, making sure that you're doing whatever necessary healing needs to be had before you come into this blessing, this opportunity, this love, okay? The spiritual awareness. So yeah, I feel like by the end of the month, you guys just nonetheless will be very inspired and inspiring. You can allure people with the things that you say. As well, other people just find you to be a little bit more on the mysterious side. If not, this is somebody that you might be interested in, especially for the singles. There's an opportunity for love here, okay, with somebody that is very magical, spiritual in her own right, that is sensitive, but you guys can have a very deep soul connection. Yeah, soul connections are very possible by the end of the month. Some of you guys might have been having some sleepless nights because you're not currently speaking with your partner and being very stubborn here in this energy. Like, I'm not going to be the one to move, she needs to move, or I'm not going to be the one to move, he needs to move. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of like staying put, but that's not serving you at this time because you're not doing anything but overthinking as to why you guys are still not in communication. Okay, for some of you guys, you're allowing yourself to be distracted with the work that you do, okay, and not really accepting or confronting what the issues are, right? You're not being as confrontational as you need to be at this time. And I don't mean that in like a negative way, but you just can't run away from the things that are bothering you when they are bothering you in a relationship. You can't just say, oh, I peep what's going on and I'm gonna move accordingly, and nothing is ever really communicated, because how are people supposed to know? You know what I'm saying? If that's been the reason why you guys have been separated, or for whatever other reasons, maybe somebody is really jealous. This can be the female in your life, and that's why you're taking a break. It can be that you've been focusing too much on work. Whoever's watching this, the counterpart, you know, this is vice versa energy. But really trying to involve yourself in forms of escapism, trying to stay busy so you don't have to be in your head so much. That can only get you but so far, okay? So just be careful that you're not neglecting issues and allowing it to like build up, because there is a build up in the Eight of Pentacles, right? So that's that on that. So as far as coming into the end of September, you, if not this other person, are definitely tired of the way things have been, right? You're ready to come together and have a new beginning with one another, okay? And be able to express deeper levels of love and just be more vulnerable, okay? That's what you need to focus on. Being more vulnerable and expressing your emotional needs, especially if you are a man watching this video, okay? If you've recently had a baby, or no, you're pregnant, coming to the end of the pregnancy, right? This gestational period. Some of you might be having twins. Congratulations, that's exciting. If you're doing a gender reveal, if not both of them, at least one of them is definitely a girl. So if you're just pregnant with one kid, I really hope you watch this after the gender reveal party, but you're having a girl. But yeah, if you are having conflict within a relationship and you guys are separated for whatever reason, I just feel like this spread is saying great love is worth taking or making the steps that you are guided to take, okay? Go the extra mile. I'm hearing that, okay, to heal the relationship, to bring it back together. Oh, sorry, this is how the cards really were, okay? Go the extra mile and heal this love. This is a soulmate type of love, right? Don't lose your soulmate. Don't lose your divine counterpart because you want to be prideful, okay? Love should be stronger than your pride. I feel like for a lot of people it will be, and so you're able to come back together. There's nothing to worry about. If you are single though, there is a soulmate on the horizon, on the way to you when you least expect it to, with this World card, High Priestess card, and Ace of Cups. But you have to go with the flow in order to receive this blessing, okay? Don't try to fight the current. So that's that. As far as your chakras are concerned, your third eye, crown chakra, always heed your own personal intuition. Your sacral chakra is here, as well your solar plexus and the root chakra. So get that into balance, you guys. At this time though, give me a thumbs up if this resonated, share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more. Towards the mid-month, I'm going to try a different spread because I'm ready to just like up the ante and see other ways that I can interpret what I receive, okay, the information that I get. So I'm going to try something different around the mid-month. and we'll see how that works out as well. Hopefully by the end of September, the website will be fully functional and I can start opening up to you guys to do private readings. So thank you for bearing with me as we've been growing. Thank you for everybody that has subscribed at this point, and I will talk to you guys soon.